The year is 1942. Across the endless sands of North Africa, a storm is gathering. A massive armada, the largest the world has ever seen, approaches the coast. This is Operation Torch. For the first time, the Stars and Stripes flies alongside the Union Jack in a unified, grand assault. We are witnessing the birth of a new kind of warfare, where the Army and the Air Force move as one. But before the first tank tread could crush the desert sand, the path had to be cleared from above. To win the ground, we first had to win the sky. This was a war fought not just against a determined enemy, but against the elements themselves. The desert is a harsh mistress for delicate machinery. Our mechanics and engineers performed miracles, improvising repairs in blinding dust storms to keep these birds in the air. The strategy was bold: total air superiority. Our bombers, heavy and medium, became the hammer. They pounded the enemy's supply lines, their ports, and their airfields day and night. The majestic formations you see are strangling the enemy's lifeline, denying him the fuel and ammunition needed to wage war. Meanwhile, our fighters and fighter bombers took on a terrifying new role. They became flying artillery for the infantry. Skimming the dunes at breakneck speeds, they disrupted tank columns and strafed fortified positions, breaking the morale of the opposing forces. It was a lesson learned in blood and perfected in the skies over Tunisia. The army that controls the air controls the battle. This campaign also marked a triumph of logistics. With rail lines sabotaged and roads mined, the sky became the only reliable highway. Cargo planes, unglamorous but essential, hauled tons of supplies to the front lines and evacuated the wounded on their return trips. They were the veins and arteries of the Allied advance. As the ring tightened around Tunis, the air war reached a fever pitch. The enemy, boxed in against the sea, found no sanctuary. The skies belonged to the Allies. What you are about to see is the record of that relentless pressure. It is the story of how the Allies proved that together they could drive the enemy from a continent and look north toward the liberation of Europe. This is the story of how the sky was won. This is Tunisian victory.